Welcome to ASMR Relaxing Boys, Relaxing Boys, Relaxing Boys. Thank you so much for watching us tonight because I have a very special program tonight. Not many people know, but I'm a journalist. I'm a radio journalist. I work on the radio station for so many years. And today I just have the idea of creating a video with one of my favorite passions, which is radio, Eurovision, and ASMR. So my radio program is about the Eurovision Song Contest, and I know many people in America they won't know what is Eurovision Song Contest. Well, the Eurovision Song Contest is like the Olympic Games, right? But it's the singing Olympic Games. Every country sends a singer, and after the show they will vote which country has the best song. The next year the country that wins the competition will have to host Eurovision, and obviously now the Eurovision will be in a couple of days, so yes, I'm really excited, and I'm gonna do a special video with whispers. So Eurovision Song Contest was created in 1956. By the way, I know every single winner since 1956, but I will probably make mistakes. I'm a human. I know I have a really good memory, but I might make some mistakes anyway. It was created in 1956 in Switzerland, and the reason was because they wanted to unify Europe after the Second World War. So Switzerland hosted the competition the first year, and back in the day, Juries could vote for their own country. So guess which country won? Yes, you're right, Switzerland. But in 1956, the rule changed. They bring some juries from different parts of the world, right? And in 1957, the Netherlands won the contest for the first time. In 1958, it was France who won the contest, and in 1959, it was again the Netherlands. Then in 1960, back again, France won the competition, but in 1961, then it was the turn for Luxembourg with a French song. And guess what happened in 1962? France again won the contest. So since 1956 to 1962, as you could see, there were so many French winning songs, because even Luxembourg, they speak in French. But all changed in 1963, where Denmark for the first time won the contest. In 1964, Italy won the contest with a song called Nono Leta. And in 1965, something crazy happened by that time. And before, from 1956 to 1964, most of the winning songs were ballads, and more ballads. And in 1965, Luxembourg decided that, no, I'm not gonna do a ballad, I'm just gonna sing a very catchy song. And they won. And then that completely changed the history of Eurovision, because since then there were more catchy songs and pop songs on the contest. So in 1966, it was Austria who won the contest, and in 1967, it was the United Kingdom who won the Eurovision Song Contest with a singer you probably heard about it. It was called Sandy So, and the song was called Puppet on a String. Then in 1968, Spain won the contest for the first time ever. It was really shocking. To be honest, no one expected a victory from Spain that year, not even in Spain. And guess what happened in 1969? I would say it was the craziest Eurovision ever. And the reason why is, back in the day, they thought, okay, the song that has more votes will win the contest, right? But I can't 1966 to 1969, they never thought that, there could be a draw. Maybe two songs they have the same amount of points. And what will happen? Well, so in 1969, there was many countries, yes. And what happened that it was Spain, the Netherlands, France, and the United Kingdom. All of them, they have the same amount of points. So the TV presenter, she didn't know what to do. So what they did was, they said, okay, all of them, they are winners. And that was very strange. And that's the reason why in 1970, not many countries took part in that Eurovision. They were like, let's say that way, angry with that decision. But in 1970, Ireland won the contest for the first time with a singer. Her name was Tana, and the song was All Kinds of Everything. And she became very popular because she was only 18 years old. She was so shy, so sweet, and she just sang a very beautiful song. And when she arrived to Dublin, to Ireland, there was nearly 2,000 people at the airport waiting for her. It was crazy. In 1971, another historical thing happened in the Eurovision Song Contest. Monaco won the contest, and Monaco became the smallest country in the world winning the contest. In 1972, it was the turn for Luxembourg. Luxembourg won the contest in 1972, and in 1973, again, Luxembourg won the contest. Actually, in 1973, Spain was the main favorite by all bookies, and the Spanish song, it was called Eres tú from Mocedades, but Luxembourg won in 1973. And guess what happened in 1974? The most popular Eurovision Song Contest song ever. Can you imagine which one is it? Waterloo. Abba's Waterloo won in 1974. It was a massive victory, and literally it changed the history of Eurovision. The next year, Sweden hosted the contest for the first time, and the Netherlands won the contest with a very funny song, Ding Dong. And in 1976, it was the United Kingdom who won the contest with a song called Save Your Kisses for Me. So, in 1977, it was France who won the contest, and that was the last time that France won the contest. In 1978, Israel won the contest, and in 1979, something really crazy happened. So, hosting the Eurovision contest, it costs a lot of money, right? And in 1979, Spain was on the top. Spain was leader in the scoreboard. Spain was the favorite to win. There was one country remaining to vote, and guess which country was? It was Spain. Spain was on the top. So Israel was second. So if Spain is not giving any points to Israel, Spain will win. But for some reason, Spain gave so many points to Israel, and Israel won the competition. So the following day in Spain, there was like a rumor that the Spanish public television, they give so many points to Israel, so that way they don't have to host the contest the next year, because as I said, hosting the contest is a lot of money. I will never know. So in 1980, Ireland won the contest, but they did win with a man that he was born in Australia, Johnny Logan. In 1981, the United Kingdom won the contest with a song called Making Your Mind Up. It was a very, very funny song, And then in 1982, it was the turn for Germany. Germany won the contest. And that year, in 1982, there was a war between the United Kingdom and Argentina. And it's very strange that Spain sent an Argentinian tango to the competition. That song it was on the top. It wasn't really good, to be honest. Then in 1983, it was the turn for Luxembourg. It's very funny how a small country like Luxembourg, it was the 5th victory for Luxembourg. Yeah. And then in 1985, it was the turn for Norway. Norway won the contest for the first time. In 1986, it was Belgium, Sandra Kim and Jem Levy. She was only 13 when she won the contest, and after that, they changed the rules. Now, if you want to take part in Eurovision, at least you must be 16. So, we are now in 1987, and once again, Ireland won the competition like in 1980. Yes, it was the same singer, Johnny Logan from Australia. And in 1988, well, you might probably hear about this singer before. She became so popular in 1997 because she sang a song about the Titanic. Yes, it was Celine Dion. She was born in Canada, but she represented Switzerland in 1988. And I remember she won the contest in the very, 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 very last voting. So she was very, very lucky because she just won by 1 point. In 1989, a country that it doesn't exist anymore won the competition. And that country was Yugoslavia. The song was Rock Me and the singer was called Riva, if I'm not mistaken. Then in 1990, it was a turn for Italy. Italy won the contest. And in 1991, something crazy happens. Well, Sweden and France, they got the same amount of points. But as I said before, it was in 1969 where 4 countries won the contest at the same time. But in 1991, they changed the rules. So in case of a draw, the country with more 12 points or 10 points wins the competition, and it was Sweden, Carola. And then in 1992, Ireland won the contest again, and the singer was Linda Martin, but the composer, it was Johnny Logan. Yes, the singer who won the contest in 1980 and 1987. So Ireland host the contest in 1993, and guess which country won? Ireland again. Yes, you heard that right. Anna won again. So in 1994, Ireland host the contest again, and guess which country won? Yes, it was Ireland again. Ireland was always winning. So some countries were very upset. They were thinking like, why is Ireland winning all the time? We want to win as well. So in 1995, Norway has an idea. Okay, Ireland, they're always winning the contest, so what can we do about it? We are gonna send an Irish singer. And that's what they did. And they won the contest. It was crazy. But she was an Irish violinist, and to be honest, that song is my favorite song ever in the Eurovision Song Contest. It's an instrumental song, but to be honest, it's it's a piece of art. I love it so much, that song. So, after the show, Ireland was like, okay, now another countries are, taking part in Eurovision with Irish songs, because that song from Norway in 1995, it was a very I will say it sounds so Irish with the violin. So they decide, okay, we are from Ireland and no one is gonna beat us in our own game. So in 1996, Ireland sent the most Irish folk song ever in the history of Eurovision. And guess what happened? Yes, Ireland won the contest again. Ireland was always the favorite, and that was the 7th victory for Ireland. So other countries were like, okay, we can't compete, so we might have to bring another singers from another parts of the world. And that's when the United Kingdom, they decide to hire Katrina and the Waves in 1997. Do you remember them? Probably you remember that. Their song was I'm Walking on Sunset. Yeah. So in 1997, Katrina and the Waves represented the United Kingdom and they won. Well, they won. They hit all records on Eurovision. The song with the maximum amount of points. So in 1998, the Eurovision Song Contest was hosted in the United Kingdom in Birmingham. And again, it was a very crazy contest. Israel won the contest with a transsexual singer, and that was incredible back in the day. So in 1999, it was Sweden who won the contest with Charlotte Nilsson. Now it's called Charlotte Perrelli. And in 2000, it was the turn for Denmark. The song was Fly on the Wings of Love by Olsen Brothers. Then in 2001, something crazy happened as well, because before the contest, the bookies had favorites, and in 2001 the main favorite was Greece and Denmark and Spain. And the worst song for the bookies, it was Estonia. And guess which country won? Yes, you heard that right. From the lowest to the top, Estonia won that contest. It was shocking, absolutely shocking. No one could expect that. So in 2002, there was a fever for Eurovision, and especially in Spain in 2002. And Tallinn, Estonia hosted the contest, and it was this time for Latvia. Latvia won the contest with a Russian singer. In 2003, it was the turn for Turkey. Turkey won the contest for the first time, and Turkey won the contest by, yes, a few points. I remember in the last voting there were 3 countries: Turkey, Belgium, and Russia. Russia was the favorite because of the tattoo. Tattoo was really, really famous singers. But Turkey won for the first time ever. So the next year, 2004, Istanbul, Turkey hosted the contest, and Ukraine won the competition. Ruslana. Ukraine took part on the first Eurovision. Their first Eurovision was in 2003, and then in 2004 they won the competition. And it's time for 2005, and it was Greece. Greece won the competition with a Swedish singer. Her name is Elena Paparizou. She is a really, really great singer. I love listening to this woman. She's so good. But she won the contest for Greece in 2005. Then in 2006, something happens. So Finland is a country that they never have success in Eurovision. Never. They tried everything. I mean, they tried different styles, and in 2006 they said, you know what, we are fed up of everything. We're gonna do what we love, and that's it. So in Finland, they are crazy for heavy metal. So someone said, okay, why don't we try heavy metal in Eurovision? We're gonna be last anyway. So they sent a very hard metal heavy music song, and they won, and they hit all records. If I'm not mistaken, they had 292 points, something like that. 2007, Helsinki, Finland hosted the contest, and this time a ballad won the contest after so many years, and it was Serbia, Molitba. Then in 2008, it was the turn for Russia, Dima Bilan. He's very, very popular in Russia. He also took part in Eurovision 2006, and he was runner-up, he was second. And in 2008, he won the contest with the song Believe. He also made the Spanish version of that song. Then in 2009, we have a very, very popular song. It's called Fairy Tale by Alexander Rybak. I'm sure you probably listened to that song or heard that song on Reels, on all social media, because that song is everywhere. Then in 2010, it was a shocking victory again. It was for Germany. It was their second victory. It was Lena who won the contest for Germany. So the next year, Germany hosted the contest, and if I'm not mistaken, it was in the city of Düsseldorf. And Azerbaijan won the contest for the very first time. And in 2012, it was Sweden with Loreen who won the contest. It was one of the, I will say that Euphoria by Loreen is one of the best or greatest songs in the whole Eurovision history. So we go to 2013, and in 2013, Denmark won the contest with Emily de Forest and the song Teardrops. In 2014, well, it was time for Austria and Conchita Wurst, Rise Like a Phoenix. As I said, I'm a journalist, and sometimes I do travel to the contest, and some years ago I met her. Then in 2015, it was Sweden with Måns Zelmerlöw, and the song was called Heroes. And then in 2016, for me it was a very, very special Eurovision, because I was there in Sweden watching it live, and I have to say that I thought Russia might win, because the performance, the staging was absolutely incredible. But it was Ukraine who won the contest with the singer Jamala, and the song was called 1944. It was amazing that year, because I was in the city center and I was just walking around and meeting the singers, and it was a very, very special Eurovision, because as I said, I was there. Then in 2017, it was the very first victory for Portugal, Salvador Sobral. 2018, it was the turn for Israel, who won the contest for the fourth time with Neta. Then in 2019, it was the Netherlands. The singer was Duncan Lawrence, and the song is called Arcade. And then 2020, the contest was cancelled. It was I was very sad, not going to lie to you. It's for the first time ever, the contest was cancelled. But in 2021, Italy with the rock band Maneskin won the contest. It was the second rock song that wins the Eurovision Song Contest. Then in 2022, it was the turn for Ukraine. Ukraine won the contest, and it was a very shocking surprise, because the United Kingdom was second and Spain was the third. That was really shocking. And then we are in 2023. The contest was hosted in the United Kingdom, in Liverpool, and I was just working there. So it was a very, very special moment for me, because I was attending press conference, and in fact, if you like Eurovision, you can watch me on Eurovision Song Contest press conference, winner press conference. And yes, I'm asking one question to Loreen, the Swedish singer, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see if I remember the question, but it was something like, this is your second victory. This is the seventh victory for Sweden at Eurovision, and Sweden is the third country in the world exporting music to the rest of the world. Why do you think Swedish singers are really successful in the music industry? And she said to me, I remember, well, that's a very good question. And then she was joking that it's probably because of the weather. But then she said, oh, I always think about that many times. I don't really know why we're so good. You can watch it. And then 2024, it was the time for Switzerland. So Nemo with the song Decode won the contest. And what's gonna happen in 2025? Well, obviously I have my favorites, but we'll see what happen. I will probably do a new video for you guys. I think I guess all the winners, so see you in the next video. Bye.